from Buffalo. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Into the air right away is Allen. He's got it to Hilton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Here's Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Ball again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. He's got room at the 30. Diggs with a good footwork. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a...
And this time he is in. James Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hall again on 2nd down. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, Cook. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
Touchdown, Jets! Bryce Hall from 6 yards away. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down and 3.
Middle.
Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First down, here's the run with Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Now Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
Pass 85. 5 wide.
To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the run.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Caught. It's Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield, here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really strong.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Quinnen Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Cook following the penalty and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He completes it to Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Cook again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up